Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail, back with more rock and roll racing, where today we are continuing on NHO, or No, against Butcher, Icebone, or whatever his name is. We are currently riding, not in that I'm going to be buying a new one, but we are currently riding in a Havoc, which is a hovercraft style car, for those of you who may have missed the end of it. You get it on this planet, and it comes equipped with a... I believe the way the instruction manual described it is that it has the equivalent of max tires and max shocks, and there's not too much for you to upgrade here. And I may actually be able to upgrade this in full by the end, but I am starting exactly where I left off last time because I want to show you all the tracks that are on this planet. So let's go ahead and get started and hope I cannot derp it up too quickly. So you can see right away, just let them go ahead of time, and already I am so fast that this is just what's going to happen is everybody's getting shot up here, and unfortunately I don't have a, because I don't have missiles, I can't really do too much. Yeah, it's just pretty much going to come down to a few things, you could say. As you can see, Shred and Butcher are much faster than me. So I'm going to have to kind of take them out there. There we go. Pretty good for half damage. Unfortunately, like I said, those bombs do not have unlimited range. But I've got to watch my life here, because he could missile me once and take me out right now. Now, I think I did see a health pickup up here. Oh, I just drove right past it and Shred got it. Yep. I'm gonna... Maybe I should go ahead and eat the explosion here. Maybe I can stay ahead of Shred enough. Oh, health. Can I get him? Nah, not enough. Oh, almost. Just battering ram him anyway. I mean, the biggest way you can use that weapon, other than trying to take off a half of somebody's health bar, is if they're flying up in the air somewhere, you can really slow them down by hitting them. So that's always an option, or trying to knock them off the track. But I do like to max it out first, just for the utility and for being able to do stuff like that. But see how fast Butcher is catching up with me? Just gotta be mindful of that, as I gotta be handling these curves way better, because I can now nitro through those big round corners. But yeah, I'm having fun with rock and roll racing. I hope you all are too, or at least a little bit more interested in it. If there's other classic games you want to see me play, I'm always open to suggestions. Although I do have an idea of some of the kind of things I'll be playing a bit in the future. I do continue to get really nice feedback on my Lords of the Realm series from a while ago, and I've had a few people ask me if I'm going to play Lords of the Realm too. I think I've mentioned it before, is that I like it, but it just doesn't have the same charm for me as Lords of the Realm. Whoa, I'm going to die here. No, I'm not. And I managed to dodge the money too here. The Lords of the Realm 2, even though it is, as I'm playing it, oh shit, I can like objectively tell it's a better game, but it's not really one that I enjoy the same way. Alright, this could get bad. Fortunately, my engine is upgraded enough to where I'm not just going to die there, so I managed to dodge every single power-up I could get. But I think I'm going to be okay. Can I get him? Oh, almost. Managed to dump my mine there too, but we're going to let Butcher go on and go ahead, because I only have 2 nitros left, and you can see the AI is kind of wasting itself just a little bit. So I'm going to catch up with Butcher on the next pass. Maybe like this. Oh, that's a good sign. It means I can shoot him up. Come here, Butcher. Can I get the nitro? Someone else got the money that time. Alright. Money's not too much of a concern this time because I'm not having to save up for another car. So at this point it's going to be more about winning. And I think this time I am just going to try and show all the tracks and just get through the section as fast as possible. But of course I got to win this first, and right now Shred is top speeding me like crazy. That's supposed to be Rip's thing, but if he wants to keep bumper boating me into the front, see, he just kind of beat me there at the end. But because it wasn't the last lap, it's not a big deal. It's going to explode. And I got the attack bonus. So that's good. But yeah, that's kind of the two sides of this coin. As I've said previously, rock and roll racing does get a little grindy at the end. But that's just what you do with Super Nintendo games. They're not the longest games in the world. So you do got to get some of the repetition there. But still, the tracks are significantly longer as well. Still a comfortable victory, so I'll take that in a heartbeat. And I say the track's very long, and it's like a 2-minute race for 5 laps or 4 laps or however many, so that's not so bad. Question now, do I max my guns? Or do I get more nitro? I think I go ahead and max my guns. Max guns, max nitro, then we'll work on the possible upgrades here. Probably get more damage. The thing is that because cars are going to be having less missiles from here on out, it's not as much of a damage. And unfortunately, you don't get... I always kind of compare it to Goro or Gordo, whatever his name is, in Mortal Kombat. I think it's Goro. Where there's just like some secret ridiculous thing at the very end where like the final AI computer has some ridiculous car that you'll never get. This isn't that kind of game. That was actually a very poor shot there. I didn't hit anybody. So I missed a few power-ups. And poor Rip is just getting wrecked. Of course, I'm not far behind because those shots are going to hit me. Okay, so somebody's going to get blown up in a second. Oh, no. That sucked. At least those hit him. The bad news is that he healed up. And now I'm in trouble. But you know some recurring themes here. We have lots of jumps. We have lots of gaps. The degree of difficulty in these tracks does get up a little bit. And one thing I guess I underestimate... Oh, he's going to blow me up, isn't he? Yep. One thing I underestimate a little bit coming back into this game after years of not playing it is the fact that the little ridges in the track too can really screw you up if you're just trying to get fancy driving around, but still. I've got some catching up to do, so maybe it is some serious time right now. Now I will tell you as well that at the time of this recording, I've actually just started my foray of streaming on Twitch in earnest. And you are welcome to follow it at waytofailself.com. Still something I'm a little bit new at, but I really need to... Good, got him. Alright, oh my gosh. You're all dead, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get the victory here if I don't manage to screw up. But yeah, it's been fun so far. You're welcome to check me out at twitch.tv/waytofailself. And yeah, play all kinds of stuff. Or at least that's the hope or the plan. I'm not really ever to be much of a one-trick pony. Maybe if one day, some distant future where I have a ton of followers all want me to do something, we could go down that route. But for now, Jake Badlands will be winning in another game of rock and roll racing, which will get me all kinds of hits and YouTube fame, because that's what it's all about. 1,000 short of a nitro, of course, which means I failed and should probably delete this save right now. I don't have to delete the save, though, because there's no save. This game's password protected. Ooh, you can jump in from right here if you enter this into your game. Alright, and that is on Warrior. So, all the old passwords. There's no Justin Bailey style code in this game that I know of, though. Oh, I'm so tempted to go back and get this, but once again, kind of amused at the fact... Oh, okay, I'm not amused by that. Rip just missiled me, too, I think. I'm gonna die really early. Wow, I jumped over that missile. Oh, that's another fun, kind of nasty sounding thing. Okay, got it. Ah, got it. So that's a nice series of events. You can unleash Hot Fury if you fire a bunch of lasers all at once. I never really did that on the first car that I had, which had lasers, so you don't get that option with the missiles. Because missiles don't come out hot, apparently. Did I get shred? Nope. I slowed them down, though. Okay, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing on the track. I just ran into that corner. Still, though, pretty well in the lead. Pretty much every track from here is going to involve some kind of jump like that I'm going to screw up. Although I did get a random clip acceleration from the landmine there. Which those landmines, for those of you who weren't sure, those are environmental hazards. I guess I should have explained this from the get-go, but this game does have a few things that'll randomly appear on the track every time. Armor pickups, money pickups, landmines, and that's it. I said 4 for some reason, but I meant 3. Those will be on the track no matter what, even if nobody has a car that can drop them, which happens on the first planet, and then pretty much anything after Bogmire B, I think. We're going to do the old tricky fire this when someone's coming the other way and hope it does the best. Oh, I got somebody. That's good. As we get this wonderful rendition of Something to the Something for the song here, because copyright, who cares about music copyright in the 90s? Yay! Though there are some other fun Blizzard games you can play. I mean, this is the Super NES version because the version released by Blizzard is a, not really a bastardization of it, but just a legally compliant version of it, which really means the game loses its soul. It's not even a full version, it's like a demo version. So you don't get these fun MIDI tracks. Let's hear 741. Wow, everyone just sat and waited for me to go. Now we are actually back to the first set of track here. So from here on out, it's really going to be all about me. I'm just trying to get through the run here. And I really am hoping I can get to show you all the last planet in this episode. Which means I need to not lose. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I killed somebody or somebody died. So it's kind of like if you have lasers or missiles, you can go back and try and troll people with missiles and go for more money pickups because you get 1,000 for every kill. But now is that mine is super easy. Now that I'm so far just like ahead and everything, and my weapons don't really hit very hard, they're more utility weapons. Kind of a different story, which is really an interesting twist on a lot of mechanics that you see. And a lot of times the late game for games, the weapons get more dangerous, the numbers get bigger and everything. And here, Blizzard or Silicon and Synapses back then decided, I guess, to go in a different direction. They made things more complicated and used that to increase the difficulty instead of just blindly increasing numbers. That doesn't sound like the Blizzard we all know today, but it's all good. Sorry, I haven't let y'all hear that announcement in a while. So I thought I'd give that to you once. Anyway, I'm gonna get another Nitro. You're gonna see this is gonna put me over the top pretty quickly. Even getting a level 3 engine is gonna put me over pretty quickly. I don't go for scatter packs till the end. I thought they cost 3,000 for a second, but they don't. Anyway, we're gonna go to Division A now, because I clean swept that. That's 8 victories in a row. It's what the goal of saving all your money, all your pennies is. So Division A, you're going to notice the tracks are about the same. You're going to notice, I think Rip gets the Havoc hovercraft. Somebody does. There we go. Hey, Rip, you got your allowance early. So we're going to have more of those little pew-pew buckets going around. And I just got in the line of fire. I don't really care anymore. Because my car... Maybe I should upgrade my engine next, because... if that kills Shred, I'm going to laugh. Oh, nope. And Shred tried to hit me in this too, so... Maybe I should upgrade my engine because I'm going to need it in just a second. Okay, that'll kill Shred. That'll kill Shred. One of them's going to kill Shred. There we go. Anyway, Rip is going to kill my win streak if I don't get serious here all of a sudden. And that's where the Nitros are nice, and that's where hitting the walls is not advised. But I'm catching up with them pretty well. I wasn't... Oh wow, I actually ended up getting the comeback on that. I did not expect the bullets to come back around and do their thing. And notice too how brutal the mines are here, because they really blend into the environment. But still, nothing too difficult about this. But for the sake of completeness, it's kind of like, you know what, with Lords of the Realm or something before, or just kind of these old games that once you get sort of over the top, it's easy to kind of master and just dominate everything. It's the temptation is just to skip to the end, but I know the reason a lot of y'all watch this kind of stuff is just to see kind of the whole way through, the whole journey, even if the later part of that journey is early. So we're going to see if I can fly through some of these later races here, instead of me just skipping, say, hey, let's go to the last planet, because the last planet does have some interesting tracks, but it's not necessarily... Oh, got him with the mine. There we go. Poop squat, as there is the nasty missile. I guess the counterpoint to the missiles not being, or the missiles being stronger, is that with the seeker lasers, you can't just stay out of the lanes the computer usually stays in. So I don't know what blew me up there, but I just ran over 2 mines, so Rip's gonna get me if I don't get this med pack. There we go. Worth it. And I can fire on both of them next time, although I'm gonna get scatter packed in just a second. That didn't get him. Almost. He's at half a life. Ah, I tried to get Shred. Shred's got better engines than me. Yay, okay. Whee! Flying. But unfortunately, from the battle track on, you can't just fly and get the announcement that you're... what does the announcer say? He launches himself. Oh, wow, I actually did get it. I was wrong. Okay, now around this next loop will be the best time for me to get these guys. It looks like Rip just got wrecked. Now, who are these going to go after? Hopefully somebody good. Woo, that's a good corner. That was not a good launch. Yeah, like I said, it's just nice. I mean, there's something about the old style games too, where just victory's assured and there's some fun in that, but it's kind of not what I look for in games anymore. If you notice, I try and stick to harder difficulties, and that's not just because the easy mode is like infantile mode, and just according to some people now. Although that is in some cases kind of true. I think the common meme with some games is like, ooh, if we make Dark Souls more like something great, we'll just give everybody the win for just opening the door or something, or going to name your character, you automatically get victory. I like things with a little more substance now, but it's okay to go back sometimes and say, you know what, I can kick somebody's ass in a game. Which I guess reminds me of all the hours I put into something like Soul Calibur or Killer Instinct. So I used to be really good at that, but of course that's an acquired skill. And as a skill I've lost. So lost. I actually got to play the Soul Calibur 2 cabinet. Oh god, it has been a little while ago now. But I remember just playing it being like, this is awesome, Soul Calibur 2. Oh wait, I don't remember what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't get him. Okay. Rip. Oh, you're gonna die, Rip. Somebody's gonna die. There we go. Pooped on him. And it's just me and Shred now. Yeah. Soul Calibur 2. Now there's a fun one that I haven't had a chance to play in a while. Of course, what kind of hurt me on the arcade cabinet a little bit was like the main character I played, because I had a GameCube at that time, was Link, because that was in the Soul Calibur 2 GameCube edition. So of course, obviously you don't get Link on the arcade cabinet. So I had to play with Cassandra is her name? Oh god, I can't even remember that now. It sucks. It was like my mains were Link, Cassandra, the girl, the Valkyrie style girl with the little shield. I got no money for that. And then Astaroth, just because he was really annoying. Oh wow, almost got missile hit. Of course, that goes back to college days where my roommate and I would just pretty much play all the time. He played as Ivy. And it eventually got to the point where we knew what the other was doing almost all the time. And he would combo break me, I'd combo break him, but he was always just a little bit better. That's how it goes. More explosions. So yeah, this is kind of just more the relaxing version of, yeah, we're getting to, whoa, I may have gone too fast here. I'm going to have an opportunity to laser fire right here. It is impossible to have people respawn over the empty gap, but we are going to have our victory dance here in just a second. Whee! Alright, and there we go. Victory for Jake. Wherever he's from, Xeno Prime? I can't remember. Love the super generic stuff of this. That's campy in a way, I guess. Let's hear. Am I going to go max nitro? I think I'm going to upgrade my engines first, because that's going to give me the extra speed that'll put me over the top next time. Let the carnage begin! So let's hear. Rip's going to get that money, which means he's going to die first. Oh, okay, so I just passed everybody. I don't want that yet. I want to pass him on lap 2. There we go. Whoa, almost got mine there. And I get everybody. It is so hard to get a triple kill with all those, and I didn't even... I got a double kill. But one was not one that I'm going to get credit for. Would be nice to have stats for something like this game. Excuse me for my rude bodily functions. I know there's always people like, God, why don't you edit out your burps and your farts and your... I haven't farted loud enough on camera, I think. You know this video's... You know this series where it's going. If by minute 20 of video, whatever this is, I'm starting to talk about my farts. And for those of you who are grossed out by farts, get over it. Something everybody does. Even girls do it. They don't spontaneously combust. How do you talk to girls? You fart and you strike up a conversation. I don't know. Something clever. I don't know. I always think of the old Not a Surf song popular, and that may age me just a little bit, because A, the song's not that old, but B, it's not that young, and I thought I was done. Alright, we're not done yet. Oh, come on! There we go. Let's say, don't just let him get me in the end here. Just like all these things you can do to be more popular. if you have heard the song, obviously it's a spoof farce, but you know, people that are just like that all the time. Anyway, we're at minute 20 exactly now, unless, of course, for video I didn't have to cut out like the first few seconds of silence. While I make sure that everything's actually recording, so... Anyway, 60,000 is going to be 10,000 short for the engines, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll go upgrade it in just a minute, assuming I win the next race. I only got to get through 4 more races. Get through. I'm sounding all southern now. It's so funny. You hear people all the time like, yeah, accents are awesome, and then you hear my accent come out, and I had to go through so much voice training to kill my accent. Yes, got him. Because once upon a time I had aspirations of doing musical theater, and that ended when I realized that not only did I not have the talent, I did not have the drive to do it either. And by drive, I mean, I'll be honest, when I was doing musical theater for a summer stock company, I worked way more hours than I ever have before, or ever have since. Putting in anywhere between 90 to 110 hour weeks. Something ridiculous. I did the math at one point. Maybe not 110 hours. That sounds like more hours than there are in a week. But anyway, upwards to 80 and 90 hours if I don't... Whoa! Almost fell off there. Good thing I have a nitro. And I got no pay for it. In fact, not only did I get no pay, I was like, I'll get paid in college credit. That's fine. And then I got to college and they were like, we do not want to accept this college credit. If you want to do theater as a major, which I ended up not doing, minored in it, we'll give you credit for acting 1 and tech theater 1, and if you want to do that and be a major, we really want you to take those classes yourself instead of that. So we're going to give you no credit. It's like, thanks. I could have gotten paid and elected to try and watch my future instead, and then it was just tears. And then I didn't even do it. Why did I even bother? It's funny, the theater experience ended up working out okay, because the job that I do now requires a lot of the theater training I had before. Yet back when I was doing theater, I was not nearly emotionally mature. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna lap somebody maybe. I'm close. I've never lapped somebody on this track, and I'm not going to. Oh man, I couldn't get back to getting my pickups. So another victory there. But anyway, in the job I do now, I'm really required to perform, get up in front of people, be comfortable in my own skin, and make things happen. And sometimes it's a total shit show, and sometimes it's not, but that's usually factors that are beyond my control. And back when I was doing theater, now granted, I still have very much self-confidence issues. But, you know what, having negative self-esteem is, oh my god. Total troll face. Alright. Having negative self-esteem just kind of really set things up, set the table very poorly for me. I almost got missiled anyway, damn. Okay, we're just in total catch-up mode now. I should be able to do it with the upgraded engine, which actually is showing a pretty significant difference in speed. Woo! There we go. Did not expect to catch up with them like that. Missed the warp. Missed all that. Missed that. Oh my god, Butcher's gonna own this. I have to stay another race. But yeah, I just didn't have the emotional maturity is what it really boiled down to. The lack of life experiences, the cloistering myself instead of talking to people. The just fact that there was a lot of people that really looked up to me or just kind of saw the potential in what I could do. And I got so caught up in the fact that most of my friends in high school were, whoa, nice explosion. Most of my friends in high school were people that are way smarter than me. I mean, just like beyond genius level. And it wasn't because I went to some Mensa school or anything, it was just because they, well, there's a lot of reasons for why they were, oh, gotta actually finish the race. A lot of reasons for why their test scores are high and my test scores are not as high, although not by any means low. But I think the bigger problem there is that I was measuring myself by test scores or what people are doing or what people are able to do instead of just looking at myself and saying, yeah, I can do this shit. So what does that have to do with theater performance? Pretty simply, just the fact that I really had no life experience to base off of so many things, and I just sit there try too hard, I had skills that I really never decided to develop. I still remember going into auditions just shaking. And it wasn't because of nerves, it was because of just adrenaline. Because I'd psych myself up so much about, I can't fail this, I'm ready to do this, let's do this. And yeah, that was a longer tangent than I expected, but it's just you grow older and you realize, you know what, you just gotta make it happen. It still sounds like something you after a bad burrito. Oh, well, I can't talk shit now. Okay, so we're playing catch-up again. I think I can do this, though. I still gotta get the win. I'm not trying to make this interesting, I'm just doing it on my own. And for those of you who are wondering why I dropped a mine there, is totally a fat finger problem. Okay, I don't think I'm winning this race. I hit the warp, and I managed to fly off. Okay, I'm now in danger of getting lapped. Unless these guys all kill each other, but usually there's one person that comes ahead. Unless I can... Oh, that was a waste of shots. Okay, so it looks like we're getting one extra race here on this planet regardless. Alright. That's okay. It's like, you gotta have confidence in yourself, man. You just said it. It's like, you gotta be realistic, too. Yeah, like in my work now, it's just... There's a lot of things that are good about it. There's a lot of things that suck about it. But I think the most important thing that you gotta do for yourself is just... get comfortable with what the hell you're doing and what you're strong at. And understand your limitations too. It's like once upon a time as I'm catching up here all of a sudden because of the fancy engine upgrade. You gotta just accept the fact that you're not gonna be the best at everything all the time. You may actually be able to pull this off. Oh, I'm out of weapons though, so I gotta hit this perfect, and I gotta nitro into him and blow him up. Yes! Got it! Called that one. That was a comeback of the series right there. Well, I'm just sitting here bullshitting about stuff that's going on. It's like, talk about the game! We don't care about your fat ass! Yeah. Oh well. Alright, so I have 29,000. Let's get another nitro. I may actually be able to make it out after all. See, we have a cool supercharger and then the Atlas Power Boss. It will be really fancy to have tier 4 stuff, but tier 1 more race and then we are actually going to be able to, if I can win this, make it to the next planet, and then I'll maybe even run a race just so you can see the different aesthetic for the track, because the warrior end levels, at least it's kind of like the nostalgia goggles for Lords of the Realm. It's the area that I have the fondest memories of in this game, just because they were things that really tested me when I was younger and didn't have the stick skills that I have today. Which is funny to think about because I played way harder games back then than I do now. I would say games are objectively more difficult back then than they are now, just because they had to be to increase the replay value. And of course I was younger and not nearly as coordinated. Okay, nice explosions there. But yeah, when you get a game like this, it's just eventually the tracks repeat. There's not too much of a mystery about what's coming. But the final set of tracks really did push me a little bit more. So it comes back down to, by the time this video is posted, but I probably will post this before it comes out, still flipping between getting Mario Kart or not. I probably will. More because of the free game that you get with it in North America, because I don't have any of the games that they're offering for free. Although I wish Wonderful 101 was one of them. Oh wow, attack bonus. Good job, Rip. You died. Mine for fun. LOL. But yeah, I wonder if it's... because it's gotten good reviews from what I've seen so far. Wee, Trollio. And I wonder how it'll compare to something like Rock and Roll Racing. Because I want my missiles and shit to blow things up. I don't know. Shred is in another time zone. But we're going to say bye-bye to Butcher here. And we're going to advance level. Are you all ready to fly? Sit down, strap in, and shut up. Let's do it. Now, I can't remember if that's actually what you get for the end of the game if you beat the game. But we are going to run this video a little long just because I want to break the suspense for the next area here. Like I said, this would be the end of the game on Veteran. Rookie ends on whatever the prior planet was, Bogmire or something. You don't even get the Havoc. So here we go. Shazam. FTL, faster than light traveling. Here comes the Linnaeus to suck out your air and let's get our drone bay up and all that. No, it's not that kind of future. This is a wonderful, harmonious future where we watch people blow up and then we have our championship races on a lava planet. I guess this just game reminds me that I really like F-Zero, many of the incarnations of it, and I wish there wasn't one yet. But yeah, what the fuck is that alien? Anyway, he is driving a Havoc as well. That is the last car that we get to have. And I'm not going to be mean and end the game here. Although if you do want to write down the password for yourself or screenshot it, there it is. If you want to play along at home, if you happen to have this game in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, let's just go ahead and run a track here. We are on whatever planet it was. I forgot to read the name. I think it's Inferno. Still love the gun turns everywhere, but yeah. Everybody gets a Havoc now. Oh, that is the worst start possible. Alright, that was totally on me too. Alright. Oh, his name's Slice or Slash? I can't remember. I'm gonna get this caught up here all soon enough in just a minute. This is where you do not want to be with a bunch of scatterpack mines. You want to be just behind enough to where they will all explode. Oh, I forgot about those. Did you notice that warp there that sends you backwards? Yeah, it's fun. Alright, you're dead. Somebody else is dead. And you can actually push the opponent into that. Oh, let's not do it twice. Still, though, that engine upgrade's going to carry me for a while here. Just got to remember not to run left here. There we go. Right up front. Don't stay on the left-hand side. I could run to it for the fun. Don't know why I'm thinking to pass the Dutchie all of a sudden. Considering that is not an activity I partake in. Sorry, I'm boring. Shred actually headed the wrong way, so good job in me killing him. I get a gold star. We're gonna fuck him up some more here in just a second, I think. If he's about to explode, this shot should hit him. I'll save 3. Oh, I was gonna say I could catch up with him. I'm not dominating if I'm gonna keep hitting it like that. So there we go. Oh, almost had him. If I just saved my shots for a second. And see what's happening in my life. The only thing that's damaging me right now is running over that lava. So there we go. Just fun times to be had by all. Maybe I'll be able to kill Shred. I think that's going to be our goal, is to just kill Shred. But right now I'm going to have to time this pretty damn well.
Shred looks lost out there.
So let's see here. Avoid the warp. Can I do it? Oh, no, I don't think I got him. I think I missed time. Oh, got him. I'm not going to pass him, but I got him. Alright, so. Too bad, Shred. So sad. So what do we got?
Scores a first place knockout. Flash finishes second. Rip is a weak third. Shred is in another time zone.
Now, I just want you to keep in mind, his name is not Slash, it's JB Slash. So even though there's like Drool, Alien, Eye Stalks, all that, for all I know is like, his name's like John Boyce or like Jurgen Bergensen or something. Just he's like, no, I'm gonna go by Slash. Nobody's gonna fuck with me then. I don't know, but we're on Inferno. I did remember that right, so we'll go ahead and just upgrade. It's gonna be pretty much a laugh from here on out. I mean, I need to upgrade my armor, as you saw my armor getting cut through as is. I'm gonna need to upgrade my engines. But otherwise, yeah, this is gonna be kind of the last planet, last game. It's been fun, guys, and we are just going to go ahead and keep on rolling in the next episode. As we notice, you have the pattern of 14 races. You need to win 8 to advance, and that's kind of what we're going to do here. So that's it for now. This is Way to Fail. Hope you enjoyed it. We are going to close out Rock and Roll Racing next episode, even if it takes a little bit longer than usual. But thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.